Hello, here we're going to be doing question 4, which is some PDF practice. Well, more PDF practice. The question asks, if on average a person needs to have 3 serious relationships before they end up with the right person, what's the probability that the first person you date is the right person? So, as usual with our PDF problems, we need to first find the PDF we're going to be using. So, let's break down the problem. All right, 3 serious relationships means we have discrete. This is a discrete problem because we have like concrete and separable units of, like, we have trials basically that we're running. And so you can't run 1.5 trials, but you can run 1, you can run 2, you can run 3. But you can't really do half trials, if that makes sense, or half relationships. All right, so we have that. This is discrete. And we're seeing that we are given an average in 3, and we're trying to find the probability that the first person we date is the right person. So from this information, you might be tempted to say binomial, although that would be incorrect. You also might want to say Bernoulli, but we're not going to use that. If you've taken stats before, you might want to use geometric here. However, I've been instructed that we're supposed to use Poisson here, so that's what we're going to be using. And if you see a problem like this on the exam, you should be using the Poisson distribution. I believe the professor will tell you which distribution, or at least what type of distribution, whether like discrete or continuous, you should be using on the exam, at which point you can remember which of the distributions we covered in class might be applicable to this scenario. Because we didn't cover too many distributions in class, you can sort of memorize each one of them and figure out which one is the most applicable, because they're all fairly distinct from each other. All right, so we're going to be using the Poisson here. So the Poisson is f of x equals theta to the x e to the negative theta over x factorial, right? And this is x equals, and we're going to have our samples, so it's going to be 1, 2, 3, right? Or actually, I think this starts at 0, right? Okay, so now all we need to do is find the probability that the first person you date is the right person. On the last problem, we used a CDF because it asked for the probability that a student starts studying before 3 days, and so we had to get like a range. But here, we just need to find the first person alone. So we don't even need the CDF here, we just need the PDF, which makes this a whole lot easier. We don't have to integrate this. So let's do just that. All we need to do is plug in f of x equals 1, theta equals 3. Oh, I skipped that. Well, why does theta equal 3? Well, we're given 3 is our average. And just like before, we can relate our e of x to our f of x. So e x equals the sum from 0 to infinity of x f of x. And you can calculate this out. You can calculate this out, but that'd be a little bit annoying. So what we're going to do is we're just going to say that this is theta. And the reason why is because I calculated this out earlier, and that's what it comes out to. So just memorize for Poisson that e of x is theta. All right, so let's use that here. 3 to the 1, e to the negative 3 over 1 factorial. That you can just leave as 3 over e to the third, or 3 e to the negative 3. You don't need to simplify it more than this. That is our answer.